Let's talk about your music that you play. It carries your signature twang, maintains its own unique identity. Talk to me of what I just said. Explain your signature twang and identity.
Well, I don't know that it's so much signature. You know, we're playing country more along the lines of you know, traditional country. A lot of influences like Johnny Cash, Merle Haggard,
Right.
and Willie Nelson. You know, music from that time period.
Country, fried, folk flavored, roots, rock and roll.
Yeah,
Am I right?
That was an old title.
Oh yeah.
I don't know that
you
it applies anymore.
What? How did it change?
Well, it's just country now.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Talk to me about your guitar playing. Elements of flat picking.
You know,
Flat
it's
picking?
not so
anymore?
much.
Wow.
You know, pretty much
Straight away.
straight strumming,
Straight strumming.
3 chords, and
3 chords in a country song.
that's it.
There you go. Well, somebody wrote that, so I played that on the radio. Red Steagall had that? I think he had that on
Yeah.
years ago. All right, let's talk about Michael Patrick, Something to Fall Back On. Talk
Okay.
to me about this CD that was out last year.
Yeah, this was
Yeah.
more or less a side project that started off to be an acoustic album.
Okay.
And I enlisted some of the local musicians from the area to add some pedal steel and some fiddle, and we got harmonica on there, and it's more along the lines of a folk country,
Right.
traditional, a little bit of
How did you pick out the
bluegrass.
songs you want here?
I picked.
Cash in the Attic and
Well, it's half originals and half traditional cover songs.
right. Good Life. That's
Now that's
classic.
Well, that's actually a
Wasn't
cover
it?
song by Justin Townes Earl, who's one of my favorite songwriters right now.
Okay.
He's the son of Steve Earle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How about
And,
Big Night Special? That's classic.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yep.
Travel On,
So-
Gotta Travel On. That's another one.
Yep.
One of my
They're,
favorites. Played
it's-
around and played around this old town too long.
there's-
Am I right?
Yeah, that's the
Well,
one.
that's it.
Songs that
Yeah.
songs that have stuck with me.
Yeah. Oh, Wow Dexter there. Pistol
Yep.
Pack a Mama.
That's the one.
Back in the 40s.
And I was reintroduced to it by John Prine, and
Okay.
Mac Weissman did
Yeah.
it.
Oh, Mac was
recently.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So how did you come about picking all these songs? How did you pick the classics? There are a million classics. How did you pick these?
you know, there's something about the melody of the songs. You know, they're great sing-alongs, and they were just they're inside me wanting to come out.
Did you play these classics in your shows in the past?
Some of them, yes, and a few of them were just kind of new songs that I've either played solo.
Is there a Johnny Cash song in here?
There's not.
Not a Johnny Cash
No, there's
song.
not, but there is a song that I wrote that's a tribute to
Oh,
Johnny
okay.
Cash.
Which one is that?
That's called Cash in the Attic, and
Oh, yeah, Cash
we'll
in
play
the
that
Attic.
tonight.
I should have
Yeah.
known that. Okay.
Yeah, and that's I had the honor to play that for Johnny's daughter, Roseanne Cash.
Wow, okay.
A couple years back. We've been going to Mississippi for a festival for
Yes.
the last 3 years.
Talk to me about that. That's
Yeah.
in, I got that listed here. Talk to me about that festival.
It's called the Flower Picking Festival.
Okay.
And I believe it was 1965 or 63. Johnny Cash was doing a show in Starkville, Mississippi. It was at the university down there, and afterwards he couldn't fall asleep, so he was walking the streets, and he got arrested for picking flowers off someone's front lawn.
Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
Back in '63. Yeah, that's possible.
And the town had a curfew, and lo and behold, they brought him down to the station. He spent the night
Right.
in the Starkville City Jail, and later wrote a song about it.
Oh,
So, which brings up another unique scenario. This past year, when we went back there, we got to play the song "Starkville City Jail" in front of the jail he spent the
man.
night.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Nothing. Did the jail change any from '63? It must have upgraded. No.
It still
No.
has the dent that he kicked in the door.
Oh boy. Well, they got to keep that.
Yeah.
Look who did it.
Yeah.
If anybody else would do it, they'd tear it out and put a new door in.
Yeah.
You opened for Marty Stewart, huh? He was.
Yeah, he
related
was-
to Johnny for a little while there.
Yeah, he was part of the festival the first year that we went down there, and it was the nicest guy in the world, and the whole Cash
Marty
family.
party.
When when you're down in that area, you know, you're amongst friends.
Yep. Yep.
And it doesn't matter, you know, who they are.
Billy
So,
Joe Shaver is a classic.
Yeah,
He's a classic.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that.
yeah.
And you opened for Randy Travis, David Allen Coe. That had to be a trip.
Yeah.
He's a unique character.
It was very loud.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I can believe that.
And he had a very unique tour bus. It was, I think it was a Peterbilt truck with a camper attached to the back. So if you see it going down the turnpike or the parkway, you'll know it's him.
How have your shows changed over the years?
Well,
You've been playing quite a few years.
Yeah, we've been doing this for the last 6 years, and
Okay.
it's usually a combination of same band members here. We're called the Suburban Hillbillies,
Right.
and that's when we do more of a country rock mix,
Okay.
along with some of our own original songs. So
How about when you go out by yourself?
when I go out by myself, I do more of the tracks that are on that CD, and I mix it up with probably more along the folky edge, but same, you know, traditional country, more of the originals. And then same guys, we also do a Johnny Cash tribute called Ring of Fire.
Ring of Fire.
And
sure.
we've been keeping pretty busy the last
You've been
few
pretty
years.
known for that.
Yeah,
Pretty well known for
Yeah.
that. That's how I bumped into you 3-4 years ago, the Ring
Yeah.
of Fire band.
yeah.
Yeah. What's the world
So,
within?
Well, years ago, and that was a Grateful Dead tribute band.
Okay.
That me and the guitarist Danny, I don't know if he's still.
He's out.
He's out.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
we were in this band together, and we played basically a lot of Grateful Dead music,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what, believe it or not, got me into the country.
Yeah,
There was the bluegrass that Joey Garcia
Yeah.
did.
Oh,
and
yeah, he was great
songs
for
like
that.
Ripple and Friend of the Devil.
He was great.
One thing led to another, and I wound up looking for the type of songs I could sing, and that's that's how I got into the Johnny Cash.
You were born into a musical family?
Yeah, my dad
Had a band?
Yeah, I grew up with my dad's band practicing in my basement.
Yeah.
I used to bang on the drums all the time, and try to sit in with them. I got my first drum set when I was 6. Then from there, it evolved into guitar.
Drums, guitar, bass, and back to guitar.
Yeah.
Website. We're going to wrap it up here because
Yeah.
we got to get you going here.
Yep.
Website.
Well, we've got a few different ones. The Ring of Fire band's under ringoffireband.com.
Okay.
Suburbanhillbillies.com.
Okay.
And I'm on Facebook, facebook.com/Michael Patrick Songs.
What do you do to relax, Mike?
To relax, I play music.
What do you do? What's your hobby?
This is
This is it.
This is it.
This is it. Don't get better.
Yeah.